over what he did at the finish line in Rio. Fayisa Lelisa crossed his hands over his head as he won silver in the men's marathon on Sunday. Now, he said it was a protest against his government's crackdown on one of Ethiopia's largest ethnic groups. David McKenzie has a story.
The Olympic Charter makes it clear politics and the games don't mix, but that hasn't stopped athletes with a cause. Most famously in '68, the iconic moment of Tommy Smith and John Carlos raising a Black Power salute, stripped of their medals by the Olympic Committee. Now in Rio, another act of defiance that will last long after the closing ceremony. Ethiopian Fayisa Lelisa raising his arms in a defiant moment at the finish line of the men's marathon. Ethiopians everywhere would get it. It's a protest symbol of the Oromo people. Lelisa, who is Oromo, said he wanted to draw attention to the plight of his people back home in Ethiopia. Oromo are the largest ethnic group in the country, but for decades they've said they've been excluded from power politics. Since November last year, massive protests have erupted against government development plans in Oromo areas. Human Rights Watch says as many as 400 protesters have been killed, thousands injured, and tens of thousands arrested in the government crackdown. The government denies those reports, blaming the protests on rioters. Lelisa says he's afraid he will be arrested or even killed if he returns home from Rio. But the Ethiopian government told CNN that Lelisa is an Ethiopian hero and that he has nothing to fear if he returns home. Lelisa says that his defiant and perhaps iconic gesture was worth it because he wanted to put the plight of the Oromo people out on the biggest stage of all. David McKenzie, CNN, Johannesburg, South Africa.